Scout cookie cereal, a $6 date with Leonardo DiCaprio, and Vine being laid to rest. This is Internews. Hello and welcome to another episode of Internews. I'm your host, Kim Wilborn. So first on today's agenda, the most amazing news to hit the breakfast scene since the invention of Reese's Puffs. The Girl Scouts of America have outdone themselves this week. Yes, they're still empowering the young women of America, but they're also making a freaking breakfast cereal. Yes, it's true. General Mills has announced that this January they will be launching a Girl Scout-themed cereal. Finally, I'm so sick of my friends, family, and doctors, and other people who care about my general well-being telling me that I can't eat Girl Scout cookies for breakfast. What a beautiful loophole this is. The cereal is going to come in your two favorite flavors, Thin Mints and Caramel Delights. Amazingly, it looks like they're only going to be about 110 calories per serving. What's the serving size? One cookie? Either way, I don't care. When I get a box of cookies, I can down an entire sleeve of those babies like a vacuum cleaner. Look, I know we're all terrified of what 2017 will bring us in this election, but just think, every day you'll have the chance to start off your morning with a heaping bowl of Girl Scout cookie goodness. And isn't that really the America we all want to live in? And Girl Scout cookie cereal wasn't the only new reveal of this week. The Japanese tech site Mako Takara, who accurately predicted the removal of the headphone jack on the iPhone 7, claims that the USB port is next. According to them, when the new MacBook Pro comes out, the slot is going to be gone, leaving the consumer to either adapt or accept their fate. What would adapting mean, though? Good question, my consumer friend. Remember back in 2012 when the presidential candidates weren't psychopaths and when the iPhone 5 came out with the new charger? You either had to buy the overpriced adapter or get all new stuff. It will basically be like that, except with all your files, cameras, and printers, and also you probably won't like whoever the president is. But that's besides the point. Since Apple will be replacing the standard USB port, which, by the way, everything is made for with their better USB-C port, we as Apple slaves are going to have to get all new things. Oh, but haven't you heard? Asks Apple, our USB port downloads twice as fast. We don't care, Apple. We never asked for that. We don't want to have to get an entire cavalry of all new gadgets every few years. Getting 5 new tools or your $80 adapter is way less convenient than having the pictures from my grandma's birthday party download a little faster. And the kicker of all this news about the new MacBook, the headphone jack will be staying. Really, Apple? Really? The celebrated removal of the headphone jack from the iPhone 7, and yet you have the audacity to leave it on your MacBook. Do you have any communication between your departments? I mean, Jesus, have some balls. Either remove something or don't. We all don't have time to spend all our hard-earned money on 20 different dongles. But even with all this, will we still buy the new MacBook? Probably. Okay, enough about Apple. You know what doesn't suck as much as the loss of USB ports? Saturday Night Live! From their constant topical political coverage to the perpetual casting of Bobby Moynihan, you never quite know what to expect when you drunkenly turn on the TV because you vaguely know the musical guest. But this week, Tom Hanks accidentally created a Halloween icon. David S. Pumpkins dons an orange and black pumpkin suit and announces his presence loud and proud as 2 skeletons boogie around him. Sounds confusing? Precisely. The internet fascination stems from the lack of explanation in the sketch. Pumpkins just cackles and shrugs as he yells, "Any questions?" Yes, several. Why are you wearing a suit? Do you rule over these skeletons or do you pay them per haunting? Where does your funky music come from? Is there a hidden speaker or does it just rumble from hell? What does the S stand for? And what are you smiling about? The mystery of David S. Pumpkins is part of his allure. We love those dark, mysterious boys, though. Am I right, ladies? Tom Hanks furthered the phenomenon, reprising his role as the Pumpkin King as his Halloween costume, which he showed off in an Instagram post. The image of Tom Hanks opening the door to innocent trick-or-treaters and breaking out skeleton choreography to a funky jam is all I need to believe in the spirit of Halloween. But David S. pumpkins will forever warm our hearts. And while I'm sure many of us saw all varieties of the David S. pumpkin out on Halloween night last week, let's go now to our meme segment to explore the other delightful meme costumes that were out this year.
Hey everybody! Happy Halloween! I'm Nicole Luca. How do you like my costume? It's time for mother meme of the week! So just dance, dance, dance. You know, last week was Halloween. You know what that means. Stupid idiots dressing up like memes out in the real world. I'll be talking about my favorites and not discussing anybody that dressed up like Harley Quinn. Why'd you do that? Like, seriously. No. Do you know who's a good empowered lady? Barb! Despite the writers not giving a actual about her and being completely underdeveloped, a bunch of you twerps dressed up like everyone's favorite character from Stranger Things. You could be male, female, black, white, gay, straight. Everyone got dressed up like Barb. You know, in high school I used to dress up like Barb. And I too got shafted and completely forgotten about as soon as I left. Speaking of fashionable television characters, you f***s remember Arthur? I guess you did, or at least you look at @ShadyArthur on Twitter, because I sure saw a lot of you dressed as Arthur out there this Halloween. Aren't you all funny and original? Did you hear that Izod actually ran out of red sweaters because all of you people wanted to dress up as America's favorite pregnant porn-obsessed sweetheart for Halloween? Yeah, I heard it, but that's because I listened to memes! That was a forced joke. Anyway, now that we're gonna end on that note, I'm gonna go throw myself in a dumpster to look for next year's Halloween costume. Bye! That was Meme of the Week.
Those costumes were all just so beautiful. I only wish I could be as big of a meme as those lovely people were. One day, maybe. One day. But we need to get down to business. Let's toss to our celebrity correspondent of the week, Jessica Shortabani, to discuss all the crazy shenanigans that went on in the world of fame and glory.
What a week, what a week. Celebrities took over the internet and really gave us plenty to cover. Let's start with the greatest celebrity news I've ever heard, and also the craziest. DJ Khaled blessed our hearts this week with the best use of Snapchat we've ever seen. Last week, DJ Khaled's fiancée, Nicole Tuck, gave birth to their first child. And yes, the DJ Snapchatted the entire thing. Unfortunately, we never see baby lion Assad in the Snapchat footage, but we are able to hear him.
Baby's here. No filming, I'm gonna let y'all hear it only. So beautiful.
And it already sounds like he's drowning in champagne, like father, like son. But the CEO and founder of We the Best music group was extremely nervous throughout his almost 9-minute-long Snapchat story. And the only way for him to get over those nerves was by listening to his own music. I guess he was just trying to decide which of his creations was worse. That means the first thing baby Assad heard was, "We go into court. We gonna plead the fifth. I know the judge. I'ma shoot him some chips." I'm sure if Assad could respond, he'd agree that that was a major key. But we won't know for sure until Khaled forces his son to make those his two first words. Right before he learns the words success, they don't want you to win, and accurate, of course. But for now, Internews wants to congratulate DJ Khaled and Nicole on their birth of their young icon. Or, in the words of the king himself, we gonna win more, we gonna live more, we are the best. While DJ Khaled brought us an icon, Hilary Duff brought some drama to the internet this week. You just can't have Halloween without someone appropriating a culture, now can you? Except really you could if people weren't terrible. Terrible people like Hilary Duff. Yes, unfortunately, our very own Lizzie McGuire has joined the ranks of other dumb white celebrities, just dressing up as a sexy pilgrim, paired, of course, with her boyfriend, who was dressed as a Native American. Her and her personal trainer, BF, did apologize pretty quickly, though. Hillary even used a heart emoji in her apology. How can we be mad at anyone who does such a good job at apologizing for cultural appropriation? I mean, she used an emoji, guys. If that's not legit, I don't know what is. I guess everyone makes mistakes, except that a few days ago, Hillary posted a picture of her son's class, and guess what? None of them were wearing offensive costumes. Well, gosh, I guess it's not so hard after all, Hillary. But on a side note, what the heck is a sexy pilgrim? It seems from the picture that Hillary just isn't wearing pants. I guess that's sexy, but also literally half the pilgrims died from the cold of the winter in Plymouth, so that's pretty insensitive. Oh wait, we already knew about that. Sorry, with a heart emoji. However, just because Hillary Duff let us down doesn't mean our main man Leo can't warm our hearts. Quick, take a moment and look in your wallet. Yes, I know it's sad. I know most of its contents are lint, pennies, and credit cards you just can't pay for. But do you have $6? Well, actually, I'm sure there's plenty of people after Halloween that don't have $6, but for you lucky few who do, you can go on a date with the one and only Leonardo DiCaprio. Our beloved, newly Oscared Leo will go on a lunch date with just one lucky winner. All you have to do is donate $6 to the homelessness charity, Social Bright. I guess there will be some other spokesman people there, whatever, but who cares? It's Leonardo DiCaprio. And who says once you lock your eyes onto those baby blues, you'll ever want to let go, Jack? Unless, of course, he calls for a restraining order. Leo, Leo, wherefore art thou, Leo? Well, unfortunately, he's in the UK, and that's the only place that the contest is eligible. And on another note, I'm sorry to have to tell you all this, but I will be leaving Internews to move to the UK with my $6 effective immediately. Goodbye, Boston. Hello, Jay Gatsby. So, while I try to dig some crumpled dollar bills out of my wallet to afford a decent date with that beautiful Oscar winner, let's go back to Kim for the latest internet news.
Thank you, Jessica. With the possible rise or fall of our nation coming next week during the mourning the death of Vine with us all.
Hey y'all, I'm Aaron Kenigsberg for Internews. Today we're talking to people about the death of Vine, the 6-second social media platform. Let's see what they have to say. Tasha, you have lots of thoughts about Vine ending, is that right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Well, share them with me.
I mean, I feel like Vine is an integral part of our generation. It's just kind of been, you know, if you're bored, you go on Twitter, you look through Vines for hours, and you get a laugh.
I wanted to become a Vine star. It was one of my goals. I just am heartbroken that I missed a boat by apparently 3.5 years.
Oh, I love it. I hate Vine so much.
So Vine deserves to die.
Yes, it killed 5-second films.
I'm actually really glad.
You're really glad.
I'm really glad that Vine got it.
You're not the first person to have this opinion. Why does Vine deserve to go?
I think it was a long time coming. I just think it was a downhill slope in terms of putting content out there, and I'm so happy.
Have you seen where the Vine stars are now? They probably have mansions. They probably have sponsorship deals. They probably have friends.
Do you have a favorite Vine?
There's this one, it's like this little girl, and she's being fed beans, it's the beans maker dance.
Okay.
I love that one.
Do you have a favorite Vine?
Yes, it's the one where I'm crying asking for friends.
6-second Vine interviews, go! What's your name?
Noah?
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Do you have a favorite dog? Where are you from?
New Jersey.
What's your favorite spice?
Curry.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite dog breed?
Pug.
Where'd you go to school?
Here.
What's your favorite food?
Spaghetti.
What's your favorite country to visit?
The United Kingdom.
How does the current state of the offensive in Mosul contribute to the destabilization of the Middle East? Go. You have 6 seconds to make me laugh. Go.
Or the, hey kids, I'm gonna whip up some dinner.
Look, I don't know, man, and I'm just trying my best here, but it seems...
We're done. Thank you very much. Okay, you have 6 seconds to make me laugh. Go.
You're
lot taller than me, and I can't help anything. I can't do anything about it.
What is your favorite South American country? 6 seconds are up. Thank you very much.
Oh boy!
Whether you're celebrating the death of Vine or mourning it, one thing is certain. It's dead. Real dead. From the streets of Emerson, I'm Aaron Kenigsberg.
That was just sad. Everything is so sad. Why, Twitter? Why? Why must you take this pure and holy creation from our very hands? This week we learned we'll have to say goodbye to Vine, and everyone talking about the death of Vine has either made it into a somewhat clever Halloween costume or they're just talking about the quote-unquote good Vines. But I absolutely refuse to do that because there's a reason why Vine is dead. Vine is dead because Vine is bad. We're going to show you the weirdest and worst Vines so you can understand why this sad excuse for an application needs to go.
All the single furries, all the single furries, all the single furries. Now put your paws up.
I don't know what's worse, these bunnies trying to reenact a Beyonce music video or orange starburst, the literal scum of the earth.
Am I a cat? Meow, 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 meow.
Thanks, Vine. Only you can make cats creepier than they already are. Honestly, they are both either coming or going from an event involving children, so if you didn't think the idea of having adults hide under giant costumes of animated characters was creepy before, I hope Vine changed your mind.
Potato, yeah. You could cut it in half, but I literally usually just go like this. Rub it on your armpit. A potato, yeah.
I bet you she is one of the many reasons for gentrification. If you're happy Vine is dead, clap your hair.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons, return the box and get a refund. What kind of sick human being comes up with this shit? This is just a waste of good tape, honestly. Any decent arts and crafts teacher would be furious.
Friendship goals.
This is another one we like. We love ponies. Not bronies, though.
Could be next. Skin. I nurture my skin. Shh. No, tell her.
Well, we all still have Snapchat and we still have Shaq, so be prepared for more unnecessary ways you can spend your time on social media. And before we end this Vine thing, I just have some questions I'm too curious not to ask. First off, what's going to be the last Vine? Second, who will see it? And lastly, for those of you who do see it, how will they know that they're watching the last Vine? Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess the answer to all of those questions is who cares, because Vine deserved to die anyways. Rest in peace, Vine. In other news, Vine wasn't the only thing terminated this week. A new study found that a hormonal shot for men serves as a viable form of birth control. The study, which was released on Thursday, showed that this method works about 96% of the time. This is just as reliable as the hormonal forms of female birth control that have become a standard in pregnancy prevention for many women. However, it looks like this male birth control may never reach the market. The researchers stopped the study prematurely due to the fact that some minor side effects occurred in the participants, including mood swings, increased sex drive and acne, and mild cases of depression. What's that you say? Side effects? Oh heavens, how horrible. Oh wait, female birth control has literally all of those side effects, and we have to deal with them every day. I know men don't like to have any emotions, so the thought of an unpredictable one might be a little scary, but you know what else is scary? Having a baby. But oh no, don't worry about us. Please just mess with our organs so they don't work or get in the way of sex. I can go to my doctor and get anything under the sun to make sure that a man's special seed doesn't make me pregnant. Pills, rings, diaphragms, caps, implants, patches, kale, watching Fox News, the teardrop of a unicorn. Okay, I made the last few things up, but you can get my point. Women have all these forms of birth control to pick from, and the first time someone comes up with a solution for men, it gets terminated right away? Come on! I know this may seem radical, but don't you think it makes sense for both the man and the woman to have some sort of stake in ensuring that an unwanted pregnancy doesn't happen? Ideally, we wouldn't have any of these side effects, but the fact of the matter is, in a few cases, women can actually die from taking birth control. Hormonal birth control has been linked to blood clots that have caused the death of many women, yet it is still considered a good idea. No, it's expected that women take these drugs. Meanwhile, so far, the worst outcome for men who have taken birth control has been the possibility of infertility, which has not even been confirmed yet. Yes, this is a negative outcome, but it's a lot less scary than death. Another remarkable observation that came from the study was that 75% of men who participated claimed that they would be willing to use this birth control if it were offered to consumers. Doctors believe that this was due to the increased amount of testosterone that shots provided, giving men the whole I pick up things and put them down thing. They love it, it makes them feel good, and it also would prevent pregnancies. Seems like a no-brainer to me, but apparently the minor health risks for men are just too scary to deal with right now. But for us women, we'll just keep downing those pills so you dudes can keep having sex without consequences. What a week, folks. Well, unfortunately, we're all out of time, and I have leftover Halloween candy calling my name. The next time you'll hear from us, we'll have a new president. Woo, yay! I'm ecstatic! Either way, we'll find a way to make a meme out of it, I promise. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Kim Wilborn, and thank you for watching Internews.